Hi, my name is Refiloe, and thank you for clicking on this link to this channel, to this video. My channel is all about sharing my motherhood journey. I am a first-time mom, a twin mom, as well as a natural hair enthusiast. So whatever it is that you're here for, I truly do appreciate your support and your time. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell down below so that you get an alert every time that I post a new video. So as you can see in the background, things are looking slightly different. It was a very big month for us. The babies turned 1, and I thought I would do a video, as the title says, describing my first year as a mom. It feels to me that the first year of motherhood is a very important and crucial time, so why not take a couple of minutes to reflect on that. I also did speak to some other young moms, and I've included in my notes today the thoughts that I want to share, their opinions, and what else matters to a mom during that first year. So I gave birth to the twins on the 20th of January in 2021. It was a Wednesday. I had a scheduled C-section. I will eventually do a video talking about my delivery experience and story, but today I just really wanted to focus on this first year of motherhood and what that time has been like. It has been absolutely crazy, but so worth it in so many ways. So when I found out that I was pregnant, I wasn't really shocked. I wasn't disappointed. It wasn't like a huge challenge for me. It felt like it was happening at the right time. Right? So where we were in our relationship, where I was financially, being able to do certain things for myself, I felt calm that I would be able to handle a baby, right? And it happened at such a good time where physically, mentally, my well-being was all in check, and I was able to make the best decision then for myself as well as for my partner in as far as our relationship moving forward and what it is that we wanted if it was a family at that time, which it was. I can't ignore how precious and important for those things to have been in balance for me at that time, making the decision to become a mother. I know for many other women, it may not come at a time where you are ready, right? When there's a time of clarity and an understanding of who you are and what it is that you want. So that's the very first thing that I'm grateful for, that I felt pregnant at a time where I wasn't too young, where I wasn't too old, where things were just right? The water was tepid, the temperature was tepid in my life. It was just right. It's wonderful now being a mom because I see myself in the most grown sense that I've ever. I feel so grown up, and it's amazing. I think it's something that I look forward to. When you're a teen and you're dreaming about your life and who you want to become and what you want your life to look like, I think it's so brilliant to take a look back and tap yourself on the shoulder or give yourself a high five because you did it. You're here now. You are becoming that person. It just doesn't happen overnight. You walk and you work towards it day by day. I'm so proud to see myself as a protector, as a lover, as a provider, as a nurturer, as a companion, as a friend. It's really taken a lot to work on oneself, to be able to see yourself in such a positive light. We all have our little battles that we go through, and we may never openly share them with those around us, but I'd like to think that they are somewhat aware of the internal struggles that we all face. And that kind of support goes a really long way in building up the ability to become a mother, if that makes sense. Comment below if you get what I'm saying. So being a mom, there's a certain amount of peace that comes with the daily toil, whatever. The daily practice or the routine of being with a young infant. It is a shock in those first few weeks, right? You're dealing with an itty bitty baby, and you're learning certain things, and depending on what kind of a household you come from, what your support structure looks like, it can be challenging but also easy at the same time. So there's a pattern, there's a routine. Every 2 hours, every 3 hours, we're feeding, it's nappy changes, it's this, it's that, it's a little playtime, it's that. Getting lost in that little bubble was one of the most precious things for me. So from running around and being so busy from 4 a.m. in the morning up until 5 o'clock, working, it was so precious just to take that time and slow it down and be busy in a different sense. So I thoroughly enjoyed that piece that came with motherhood. Motherhood can also be very lonely. I found myself surrounded by people, but they didn't quite understand where I was and how I was feeling. They didn't 100% understand it. They could be compassionate and sympathize with me, but they just weren't in it with me the way I was. So I'm talking about, a romantic partner. I'm talking about friends. I'm even talking about our mothers, people who have been mothers before, even within recently a year, 5 years, 27 years, 30, 48 years. There's just something that is quite immediate, that is quite lonely about motherhood as you go through it. So waking up in the AMs, feeding the baby, having your internal battles when it comes with in terms of your body image. Your body is different. Things are langing. They weren't langing before. Hair is shedding. That was another thing. Postpartum shedding. I actually need to talk a little bit about that because it's just so crazy, all of the things that can happen to you. And quite often some of the mommy vloggers, bloggers that I follow and the articles that I've read, they often describe that period just after giving birth, so postpartum, as the 4th trimester. And I could relate on so many levels as to why those few weeks felt like a total extension of pregnancy. It has its own systems. Symptoms. You're recovering from a C-section or from a vaginal birth. You are, dealing with your body changes. Here's this infant that needs you at all times of the day. Your breasts hurt. You're in pain. You're leaking. It's just a whole lot that felt like the irritation that I felt in my 3rd trimester once things started aching, the pelvic pain and this and that. It's a lot. And mentally you're trying to stay balanced and just really take stock of where you are and what is happening right now. Remember to do that. It is so important. Those difficult weeks will not last forever. The difficult months where the baby is up at all hours of the night, crying, sick, all of that time will pass, believe me. So it can be, like I was saying, very, very lonely. Let me know if you felt alone in your motherhood journey, be it in the first few weeks, a couple of months later, even though you were surrounded by people and you had support, right? And you were happy, not tapping into postpartum depression, but there's just an air of loneliness. There's no other way for me to describe it. Comment below and let me know if you experienced something similar. One other thing that I found that I was experiencing was that you're going to hear a lot of opinions. You're going to face a lot of external pressures in your motherhood journey. And my best advice is stick to your truth, stick to your path. There's nothing that you will do to harm your baby. And others need to sort of step back. Our mothers, our grandmothers, aunts, need to sort of step back and allow you and give you the space to discover who you are as a mom and how you prefer to do things. A lot of advice comes through and it's worth listening, digesting, and seeing how you can maybe apply that into the route that you take, or you just take it with grace and you say thank you, but no thank you. We're going a certain way. So experiencing that amount of external pressures for me was very irritating. It was something that I had to work on, but also just see that people are trying to come from a positive point of view, right? So my mom had certain ideas like, let's do this now, let's do that, but that just wasn't part of my parenting plan, my motherhood plan. It just wasn't something that I was looking, towards doing. So just learn how to say no thank you, and to put up those boundaries if you need to, those little shields, where you feel that people are being a little bit too intrusive. It's such an important thing to speak to your partner and for both of you to be on the same page. What you don't want happening is that you agree on something and then, later you are deviating for other reasons. Of course, the plan is always flexible. It can change. Opinions can be heard, but I think it's also great to have the support of your partner, because in essence, he is a parent as well. So he also needs to be involved and understand where you are mentally and how you were thinking of dealing with certain things. So speaking at the office with some of the young moms that I work with, they had babies, let me say, anywhere between 2 years ago to 5 years ago, right? And they also noted that thing that you have to stand firm in what you believe as a mother. We had a huge chat about it in the kitchen at work, to say it's so mind-boggling that, I don't know, maybe because we're young moms, older moms think that they were stupid, or you're about to do something and you're going to totally harm your baby. No, you have done the research. Shout out to my Google moms. You've done your research. You've spoken to other moms about their opinions. You've spoken to doctors. What's easy, little tip, my pediatrician told me to blame everything on him. So if there was something that we had agreed on, if someone is trying to pressurize you to start solids with your newborn at about 3-4 months, I just say, no, the doctor unfortunately said, oh no, the doctor, do you want to call him? Because we can call him. So you need to find your way to say no thank you, and to just fully live out your parenting and motherhood plan. I think that's the beautiful part, and that's what made me enjoy even the difficult moments with the babies, with the twins, is that I'm doing it my way. So even if I'm going to struggle doing it my way, it is my journey, it's my struggle to experience. Also, remember to take care of your mind, body, and soul. Start incorporating back those practices, those things that you really enjoyed doing before you became a mom, before you fell pregnant. So if it's walking, if it's running, if it's exercise, if it's reading a book, taking a bubble bath when baby's sleeping, enjoying snacking on your favorite chocolate, just take care of your mentality, take care of your body, cook a meal, especially for yourself. Do all of those things, because I believe that no good can come out of a very frustrated, angry, sad, depressed mom. So try and take care of yourself in all those ways that you know best how to do. If it means it's your favorite playlist, then you listen to it. If it means it's gospel, if it means it's reading scripture, your self-help books, chatting to an old friend, going out for lunches. Going out is a huge part. Please, mommy, as soon as you can, get out of the house, leave the baby. But don't leave the house to go do baby shopping. No, go do something unrelated to the baby. So hit up your girlfriends, tell them that, look, you have an hour and a half to kill. Leave the baby with whomever, and just go out and enjoy. Feel like yourself again. It's so important, and I think it's one of those things that make that first year of motherhood enjoyable as well. And most importantly, what I want you to remember is celebrate every milestone, every day that you can get through with your infant, with your baby. It's miraculous. It's great. You did it. You're a badass, and you deserve to know that. You deserve to feel that way. Like, yeah, I conquered it. Like, what I used to do when the babies would actually sleep, we'd be like, yeah, what now? The babies are sleeping, you're clean, you're happy, Celebrate the journey. Do try your best to enjoy it. And, advice coming from the other young moms was, dude, you kept a whole human alive for a year, you have a reason to celebrate. You should feel proud of yourself. It absolutely is an achievement. That first birthday party is likely also for you, mom and dad, because wow, you were able to stick it through and get it done, especially for my working moms as well. It's just an added layer of stress, you know, being away at the office or wherever you work and coming back, and now you need to sort of switch into mommy roles, and the early mornings, everything, all the efforts that you have made to make this little human survive and thrive. I tip off my hat to you. So that's a little bit of a journey of what my first year as a mom has been like. There have been some highs and lows. It is hella challenging. Did I cry? You better believe I cried. Did I laugh? I laughed my butt off, but I had fun. It really is something I'm looking forward to. I think we are over the toughest part, right? So those earlier weeks were just tough. But I really do enjoy being a mom, and currently just in the space and seeing the babies grow. We're crawling, we're kind of walking now, all sorts of developments are happening, and I'm just so proud of them and so proud to be their mom. I'm happy that they chose me, and I'm happy that you chose this video as well. Comment below, mommy, let me know what your first year of motherhood was like. Of course, we all don't have the same experiences, the same journeys. So I'd love to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, what it is that you went through. To my OG twin moms, thank you so much for always commenting and watching the videos and making suggestions. I have a whole lot more content coming your way this year. So do follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Fifi_CM, and you can see what we get up to during the week, during the day, in the mornings there. And otherwise, I'm here on YouTube. So thank you so much. Remember to comment, remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe, click the notification bell, and repost and share this content with any new mom who's celebrating that year milestone or is currently pregnant, just to give them an idea, a forecast of what that first year of motherhood looks like. Thank you so much. Mwah.